All right, so we're going to start our next set of games, and this is going to be. I'm not doing ranked this season. I mean, I do enjoy going up the ranks and getting some interesting games against people who are learning, and then getting to those tough games at the end of the season. But man, that 24-hour timer is just a killer on me. So I'm going to be focusing on solo league play and then the A&A club that I'm starting up with Matt Stinkt with the 5-player teams. And so I'm going to be recording games from the solo league and from the team league once it gets up and going. I'm also going to be doing the duos tournament. Uh, Once again, Terrence has some real life stuff going on this go around, so he's not available. But I've got an excellent partner. I'm going to be playing with Antron Golden. Um, I've liked some of the stuff I've seen in his posts in the Discord and how he's gone. So I think it's going to be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So that's where we're going to see this for a while now. We're going to shift away from rank, but it's going to be some good games. So this is going to be starting with a league game, and if you're not familiar with the league, basically here's the this is the structure of the league. So you got different divisions from generals all the way on down here to our privates and boot camp. And basically, how it works out, if you play 5 other people in your group, 6 in a group, you play everybody once as Axis and once as allies, so it's even. It's up to you guys to decide whether you want to do regular dice or if you want to do low luck dice. It's completely optional. But you play each way, and if you get 2 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, and then 1 point for a draw. And at the end of the season, whoever gets first place in their group will go up 2 groups. So they'll get promoted 2 groups. Whoever's second place will get promoted 1 group. Third and fourth will stay place. Fifth place will go down 1 group, and sixth will go down 2 group, of course, with adjustments at the top and the bottom of the series. So I did the first 4 seasons of League. The first 2 seasons was all seeding, and I got seeded into the generals for the third and fourth season. Both of those seasons I ended up finishing third place, I believe, with Davinator and Matt Stink being up there in front of me. So, in any case, this is now season 11. I did last season, so I sat out 5 through 9. And so when you sit out, you got to start back over. Although if you've got a repertoire in here, if there's a hole, someone drops out higher up in the league, then you can move up a little bit if you've got a history. So I got to start part way up, so I didn't have to start from all the way from the scratch all the way down at the bottom, thankfully. And so I came in second place in my group last time. Basically, I had to forfeit one of the games without even ever playing it. I played Paw Patrols in mine, and we split. I got some pretty rough dice on the one, and then also Intex was also in our group, and I split with him. Won one, lost one. Intex ended up winning the group. He actually got a triple jump because of somebody dropping out higher up. So we were both in lieutenants last time, so he actually got to jump all the way up there. It's all good. Last season in the league, I was playing ranked, and my focus was more on the ranked, and I was half-hearted the league. So now my goal is obviously to get back up to generals. So I need to get 3 total promotions to get it back up into generals. So I just need to finish in the top 2 this season, and then finish, in first the next season, or second this season, first next season, or first this season, second the next season, and jump all these guys, get on back up here into the generals. And that's where it gets really tough. As you can see, some really top names up here in the generals. There's a lot of good names going all the way through here. So even all the way to, not all the way down here, even down here in the captains, there's a lot of people in here. But even down here in the captains, all the guys I'm playing here, they're all platinum level players, high gold, platinum level to mid and level platinum, basically. So it should be a great season. I just love playing games against Snake. We've had a lot of fun games. He makes it interesting. He does some interesting stuff, and So as it goes, I've already played my Axis game versus Yukon. That's not recorded in here yet. He got superly diced hard, and so it was kind of an easy win for me. Not because of how he played. He actually played really well. He turned it into a KJF, and actually had me reeling in the Pacific really quickly. But I think I took Moscow turn 4 or something like that, and it was just ridiculous. There's nothing he could have done about it. It wasn't because he screwed up. It was just the dice. But now I'm entering a game with Snake, and then these games are always fun. So I figured I'd go ahead and record this one. So I did take our R1. I did my normal move on Russia 1. So in Russia 1, unfortunately, I only had 4 infantry live in West Russia, so a little bit below average. I did have 3 tanks live in Ukraine. I did take Ukraine because he took bomber last, so went in there, moved my AA in, and he's taking his turn, and now it is my turn for UK1. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while and did the puzzle way back when I did the puzzles, I did I think it was the first. I'm pretty sure it was the first one. Maybe it was the second one. I'm pretty sure it was the first puzzle. But anyways, I used a game from Duos where we played Snake and Emre and did this setup, except for they didn't have quite as good a dice, and this time Axis has a stronger dice, and this got me a little bit scared. So I only got 4 infantry that survived West Russia. His battleship came out. He had 2 subs and the cruiser live up here, and so now we are faced with some decision making. So the U.S. can only hit this with a destroyer bomber, and that's like a 50-50 to win that because he took Gibraltar. The fighter can't get involved. So I really feel like I need to hit this with the UK, which means we're not hitting this mess. We got to let that live. If you go back, look at the puzzles video, you'll see what we did and what people suggested. And I just want to have fun. It's League, it's fun. So I always say when the battleship goes Atlantic, destroyer goes to India, we do Sea Zone 37, and we wipe Japan in a hurry. So that's what we're gonna do at KJF. It's probably gonna be like a Moscow falls in 6, and hopefully we're getting the islands fast and early, and it's gonna be a brutal because this is just very aggressive. So it is a tank rush builds, right? I forgot to point that part of it out. And previously, I'd always been scared to even try KJF in front of a tank rush because I just think it's not a smart thing to do, to put it simply. But you got that game going against Toadstone, and we faced a tank rush and we did okay. We're gonna give it a go. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, so when we face this, it's a 2 destroyer carrier buy because, like, if you followed me and you've seen me talk about this, my goal is that 1 fighter survive Sea Zone 37, 1 UK fighter survive Sea Zone 37, and if that happens, then we're sitting pretty good, or we're sitting where we should be able to stack Sea Zone 35. And it's like a 65% chance, I think, something like that 1 fighter survives, and odds that we could get even better. Of course, there's 35% odds we get something worse, and that's when it goes south quickly, and that may be unrecoverable, to be frankly honest, if that happens. But let's go, let's play, let's have fun, and let's see what happens here. Carrier 2 destroyers, fun build. So I do want to get both my UK fighters in range of landing in Sea Zone 35 next turn. As much as I wanted to take all 4 units this way, I really want to use both my Russian fighters, have them both available for dealing with the German front here. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I might change my mind, and either way, I just don't want to get myself stuck, so to speak, there. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to this. We could move forward here, right? We don't want to move so far forward that we lose the ability to get back. I think we're just going to do that. But with this in hand, and he's got multiple turns to get back, is this a time to go for that Borneo play? I think this might be. I think this might be a good time to do the Borneo play. I am just being all sorts of risque. Gotta have fun with this. Alright. A lot of risky battles here. Borneo's risky. Season 37's risky. This isn't super risky, but I do want to take this with the fighter living, and hopefully the bomber living too. Alright, here we go. I think 2 infantry versus 1 is like a 50-50, I think, right? Let's just get a hit. First roll. First roll. Take the stress away. Get a 1 right here. Boom. Oh, that's not what I meant. That is not what I meant. Okay. Well, now I feel dumb for sending my transport to die. Alright, well that was a good warm-up. Let's do this one first. I may turn this one into a quick game. We'll see what happens. 2 hits right off the bat. There we go. Oh, really? Alright, I'll take that though. Alright. I'm happy. Alright. That was all warm-ups for the big game, right? This is the big one. It'd be nice to have a couple boats live in addition to the fighter, right? Oh yeah, let's get a sneak shot. What do I got? I need 2 more hits. He's probably gonna get at least 1 more hit. I do this battle so infrequently, but I feel like there's a good way to do this, a best way to go about this. What all can reach this C-zone later? I'm not a big fan of C-zone 37 most of the time. Alright, so we got a destroyer that can reach. We got a fighter that can reach. A fighter that can reach. And a bomber that can reach. So destroyer, fighter, fighter. So we got 4 units. A destroyer and a bunch of air. So the sub's not really a benefit to hold on to since there is a destroyer in the mix. So we'll go ahead and trash them. And I'm bringing the fighters back into the other season, so we'll just do it like what makes sense. Alright, good deal. And that guarantees we get the minimum save. Well, you got those guys, but like I said, I wanted at least 1 fighter to live. We got 2. Game on, even though Borneo was a major failure. these guys are safe here, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we're good there. So we can bring this transport on around to help plug Egypt since we got a little time with him kind of hanging back. If we leave them here, UK1. Actually, we should come back here, right? 1, 2, 3, just in case for any Japan shenanigans. Although I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold on to the Caucasus. I think we're better off just being safe. We can't land here because the fighter can go boom boom. These guys are going to be chasing me, so that's all good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. These fighters could reach there. That bomber could reach there. He can only move an infantry and a tank. So I'm going to move one guy back. I think that's everybody. It would have been golden if this guy had if we could have taken Borneo. That would have been just absolutely golden. Alright. Took care of him, took care of him. I do think I'll probably use my US bomber to pick off that cruiser. So the bomber can still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still have a bomber fighter covered Sea Zone 5. That's one of the things you got to keep an eye, right? You got to be careful about the sea line, which is why I think I want to use a bomber to go ahead and pick off the cruiser. So that he only has subs, and you have to build, carrier and destroyer to land guys here. All right. So what this sets me up 6 defending units here. This fighter could hit 1, 2. The bomber can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This fighter can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land back on him. But that should be at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it. So it's 2 fighters, a bomber, and a destroyer that can reach here. And so that's why I feel good about this. And then next turn, this fighter can go 1, 2, 3, 4, land in 35. Of course, this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and land down here. So we can drop another carrier next turn on UK's turn if we so decide to. So we'll see what Japan does. And hopefully with this build and potentially and another carrier and US, we can crush Japan quickly and hang on over here in the face of the tank rush.